Joan. I'm from Portland. And I was a completely burned out executive 8 years ago, and I wouldn't touch the corporate world with anything. So I came here just expecting a little hopefulness that the door had opened up in the corporate world where I could bring what I've done the last 8 years, which is more into spiritual personal growth. So that's what I was expecting. And what I got, I almost want to cry because I never realized that there's all these closet people in there now and they're ready to come out. And so for me, I had to be thrown out. I went out a broken person, but now I think there's so many of us that are going to go into the corporate world and help people really to find themselves so that they can either stay and serve others or they can move on to their passion. So thanks for the inspiration.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Augusta Hopkins, and I teach mindfulness-based stress reduction in San Francisco. And I came here hoping to meet potential clients. And what happened was that I got to see, people that I know, who I haven't seen recently, or who I haven't had an intimate conversation with. And I got to have those conversations. And I got to have my heart filled through those connections with people that I really care about. And to have that balance out the overwhelm that I feel when I'm sitting in the chair in this room and having information just come at me. So it's been an interesting balance of both of those experiences. So thank you all for participating and creating that.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Renata. I'm from Brazil. And I came specially from Brazil to join you, to join this conference. And I was expecting to get inspired. And I'm 1,000% grateful for being here and seeing that we are one, we are a great global community together, thinking and making this change for this more mindful world. So we're starting a movement in Brazil that we are starting to talk about this, but I always say that California, it's 10 years ahead of us. And we are starting this movement in Brazil, and it was really important for me and Marina, my partner. We came together to get inspired and to make a lot of contacts here. He was very good for making contacts and seeing like the researches and the gathering and the conference. So yes, I hope we can talk more in Brazil and be together very soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dan, and I'm from Toronto, originally from China. And this conference was totally out of my expectation and imagination in a way that this is the most touching and empowering experience I've ever had in my life. Thanks. I could deeply feel the power of wisdom, power of compassion, power of love, power of caring, and power of acceptance. Everything great here. And I just hard to describe. I just talked with John about the possibility of bringing this to China. And I always want to talk with Soren, but haven't got a chance to do that. And I do think that Chinese people need that, and there's huge, huge demand for that. And the building of the consciousness and wisdom community will not just be here, but all around the world, including China.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Laura. I do a lot of speaking, and this is a huge crowd. And I don't usually get nervous, but I'm nervous right now. But I came to this conference mostly with a focus on the what, like what is wellness, what is mindfulness, and what does this have to do with wellness, because I work more in the space of wellness. And what I came away with more was the how, and what I found myself doing was really unpacking what I felt after each speaker spoke, and were they able to really move me, and how were they less in terms of the information that they delivered and more in terms of how powerful are they as change agents? And ultimately, I think that's what all of us have to really reframe our conversations around how we can be effective change agents for ourselves, for our families, for our friends, for our workplaces, for our communities, and even for our worlds. So thanks.
Thank you.
Would you be kind enough to videotape this for my wife? Thank you.
He came expecting to get his picture taken.
Make sure you get with him on the big stage. Oh, that's us. Okay. Sorry. I thought
My name's
you were all
Scott
going to be up there.
Trujillo. I'm from Granite Bay, about 100 miles from here. Christmas morning, I opened up a gift from my wife, and it was a ticket to this.
I got a ticket to it on Christmas morning, I think you said.
And she bought it many months ago, knowing that she couldn't come because she's ill. And 2 years ago, we started a company that's failing. And I've come to know today that everything that I learned in that experience is preparing me for the next part of my journey. And the bullshit story in my head is just a bunch of bullshit. And thank you, sweetheart. I love you.
Aw, thank you.
My name is Dan Lappin, and I came here to get a sense of where are we at with this conversation on the planet. One of the conversations that inspired me was what John Kabat-Zinn said yesterday about the Renaissance, where many of these themes happened several hundred years ago. A lot of people know me as a hands-on trauma body worker. I work with adults with complex health conditions. I help them with child trauma. I work deep anatomy and physiology. And if we look back at the last 100 years of medical education, the history of modern nursing, if we go back hundreds of years, these simple wisdoms were here. What happened? What happened? And if we trace many of the problems, pollution, child trauma, poverty, boundaries, they come back to the complexities of science, and we've lost the simplicities of face-to-face, heart-to-heart presence. What is wrong? What have we missed? And as we bubble up, where can we reweave these institutional silos? And so I just give thanks for the reintegration that's happening.
Thank you. Okay, we just have time for 2 more, so I'm sorry to cut it short, but we're just going to take 2 more. But we love hearing from you, so sorry.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Oh.
We'll see.
All right, then we'll go a little bit further.
Yeah,
we'll go further. I'm in charge.
Well, first of all, I wanted to thank Soren and the team for such a wonderful, wonderful experience. You were very highly recommended, and you did not disappoint. You knocked it out of the ballpark for me. And your group and your speakers were extraordinary, very inspiring. I came with an expectation of, yes, meeting wonderful people, and I was not disappointed. Thank you very much. And I'm leaving with something that's very special. I'm an entrepreneur, and I started something that is a very, it's a fight, and it's a new experience for the industry in which I've decided to go in. And every one of you, I feel, has patted me on the back and said to me, Jessica, you can do it. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I'm Dev Bangar. I'm an anesthesiologist. I came all the way from Tampa. This mission started with one of my patients telling me, hey, you need to go to this Wisdom Summit. So I go, what is that? So I tried to sign on. It was all booked full. Yes. So I got on the waiting list. Soren opened a couple of spots, so I ended up getting on. When I came here, and no malice intended, Soren, a bunch of my guys said, if you come back from there like Steve Jobs with your hair shaved off, sandals, and something yellow, we got a problem. I go, I don't think so. So my wife's here with me to make sure that I don't go down that pathway. But, you know, Eckhart Tolle is here. I learned from this conference that I've been meditating all along until John pointed out to me, and I've never took a meditation class, and I realize every day I go home sitting on the sofa by myself, I've been meditating. I go, wow, really life-opening. So what did I learn from the conference? I'm going to go back, make sure I make more time for myself, for doing some yoga, some meditation, and also above all of that, make sure I spend a lot more time with my two daughters who are 19 and 20, and create an environment that works real well for me.
Great.
Thank you.
So we have time for a few more.
Hi, my name is Paul.
See, the good thing about having a schedule that's constantly changing is that we can sometimes add a few more. So we have time for a few more.
Told you.
I came here from Ann Arbor, Michigan, and I almost didn't make it, almost missed my flight. But I think it was meant to be.
Can you speak into your mic a little bit closer? Yeah.
I almost didn't make it to the conference, but I'm glad I did. A lot of pleasant surprises have happened over the last 2 days. I'm a management consultant, and I think I came to the conference somewhat skeptic, but I wanted to gain understanding. And I think meeting wonderful people and being part of this community, I think I can say what I'm taking back is clarity and inspiration. And the biggest beneficiary of me attending this conference is going to be our twins, because I think the session on mindful parenting and what we heard this morning, I think I see a reason for me to change, and I'm going to implement that in my life. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name's Kate and I'm from New Zealand, and I'd like to say firstly thank you all so much for being so welcoming. It's been a wonderful experience to be here and to share it with you all. I came with no time for expectations. The first time I looked at the schedule, to be honest, was sitting in the airport lounge. But I found my way here because I discovered the Wisdom in Business conference in September, 2 weeks before it was on, and there was no way on God's green earth I could get from Auckland to New York in the midst of what I had on. So I bought Soren's book, got about 2 chapters into it, went back to the internet. What else is happening? Found this, bought a ticket, and then tried to explain to my business partner and my husband how this was going to happen. What I'm going to do with this is I am one of the founders of a company called Blacksmith. We work with organisations that want to go on this journey from a logical and heart space. We're founding the Conscious Capitalism chapter in New Zealand, and Soren, I want to talk to you about taking this to New Zealand.
So we have two more, and then so.
Hello, my name is Stéphane. I'm from Montreal, Canada. And you could think I came here to avoid the cold weather. It's not why I'm here, but certainly get an early spring. I've been on a personal journey for 10 years, which has led me to transform my leadership, and I'm totally committed to introduce love and compassion in business. I came here to be with like-minded people and be resourced because I'm in a very traditional industry, and I'm considered the odd man. So I came here fully resourced, and I want to tell you that my heart is full. From all your energy, I'm going to continue my journey because I'm totally committed to transform business.
Hi, I'm Candace Dial. I'm from New York and a real estate developer. Almost as strange as having a politician here.
Move to a little bit closer to the mic.
Oh,
closer to the mic. Yeah.
I'm a real estate developer in New York. 2 things I learned. I'm going to have my employees work less, and I think innovation will follow. And I'm going to develop more collisions. Thank you.
Since that was short, can we do one more?
Sure, we have time for one more. That was very short. And then I'm going to ask the people who actually are staying in line who don't have a chance to speak if they just want to actually send non-verbally out. But this will be the last person verbally. But anyone else wants to communicate non-verbally to the community, they're more than welcome. We're open to all kinds of communication.
Hello, I am Dr. Amore with High Tech Tantra. And I came to the first Wisdom 2.0 at the Silicon Valley 5 years ago, and I knew already that this was one of the most important conferences in the world. Why? Because to bring together these key currents of our time, technology and mindfulness, spirituality, was the best combination that we could do. Now, 5 years later, I come back, and what I see is that participants that were in the back row are in the front stage. And that all these people are really coming out of the closet, meaning it's happening. The ideas that were planted as seeds here are germinating and flourishing, and that renaissance that Brother David was talking about, it is happening, that renaissance of consciousness that is spreading all around and permeating these companies that can make it go viral. So they are really change makers. We are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.